Hi, I'm Tracy from cheeseandEase.com, and I'm here to show you how we will cloth bind a cheddar. So this is a stirred curd cheddar, and although I've made the cheese vegetarian with vegetarian rennet, because that's what I always use, I'm actually wrapping this in lard, which is pig fat. So this will not be suitable for vegetarians once it is aged. Cloth binding is a traditional method of wrapping cheeses and allowing the mould to grow on the outside, on the fat and on the cheesecloth that we're using, which can then be peeled away once the cheese is aged properly and the mould doesn't tend to penetrate the cheese. So you soak the first cloth in the lard and then smear it on and try and get it as flat as possible. This is unlikely to be a masterpiece because this is my very first time, and I have a feeling it will be more like scenes from the movie The Mummy. Now we've done one top, we're going to do the bottom. We're laying on another piece of cloth and again trying to smooth it. We want the cheese to be in contact with the cloth and the oil so that any moulds will grow on the outside and not the inside. If there's any air in there at all, then it will attack the cheese. Now, just checking that the outside piece that I've chosen will actually go all the way around the cheese. That gets a good dunk in the lard as well. And we need to flip the cheese over onto its side so that I can actually wrap it properly. As I said, this is my first time. Tuck in any of those ends. This is one of those jobs where you really could use 4 hands. The aim here is to wrap at least 2 layers of cheesecloth around the entire cheese. So with the ends, 1 each, and then around the side, and then another 1 each on the ends. I'm hoping that will give me good enough coverage. I plan on aging this cheddar for 6 months, so I don't really want to open it up and find out there's been a problem. Okay, first layer done. It's not the prettiest I've ever seen. You can trim these edges off. I haven't. As I said, scenes from The Mummy. And that's the second top layer. Once we've finished wrapping this completely and smooth down all of the edges, then it will actually go back into the mould and back into the press for a good hour and a half so that the cheese is actually bonded to the cloth. Sounds like that would be counterintuitive, but it's actually really important. Again, tuck your edges in, trying to get it as flat as possible. You can pull off any extra strings there. And the last piece. So we've got 2 full pieces on the top, 2 full pieces on the bottom, and 1 piece that goes all the way around the side and then some. So some of the top pieces go all the way around the side as well, which gives us 2-layer coverage at least on the entirety of the cheese. It smells amazing, by the way. I haven't used lard in many, many years. So now it goes back into the press for an hour, hour and a half. And then it will be aged at 50 to 55 Fahrenheit, which is 11 to 13 Celsius. I have a basement room, which is 12 degrees all year round. So that's my cave. That's where I keep my cheeses to age. And I will keep this away from anything that is mould ripened because you will get cross-contamination. There we go, cloth bound cheddar.